in this video, I'll demonstrate how to set up group registrations for events in Slate. This can be applicable for both the Student Success module and the Admissions module. These are the directions from Technolutions. We have to create and modify the form. We have to add a section registration block, and then you register the individuals using the form and aggregate the payments. The problem that I have found is there is no further documentation as to where you enter these calculations for the aggregations. And that's the main point of this tutorial. So we'll go here to events, and I'm going to create a new event, calling it test event for group registrations, the description, the date, and it's confirmed. Click on save. Now we go to edit the form and then customize the form so that only the fields that we want as part of the registration show up in here. Now, since this is a brand new form, we can delete existing fields, or you add any of the fields that you'd prefer. As you know, typically you'd have an amount field as part of a form. So typically for a single registration or for a regular registration, you'd add the payment amount field. And once we select the payment amount, put a label for it. And let's say this is $100. You could add additional details, but for now, we are going to leave that alone and then press save. Then to add a payment form for this, we simply click on payment form and give it a label, and then specify how you want this payment amount to be calculated. By default, it's set for the sum of payment amounts. That means the more fields that you have with different rates, it's going to add them up and calculate the amount. Then for the account, you can specify the event and then choose the Enable Embedded Payment collection on the form. Press save, and now if we go to test this, it's going to look like this. We have the email address, the first name, last name, and the amount, and then the user would press submit. So this is typically for a single registration. Now we want to take this and have an individual register multiple individuals as part of this registration form, and then have them make one payment for the whole group and use a formula for that calculation. So again, this is for a single registration. Now we are going to convert this so that we can do group registrations. So we'll go back to the form, and the first thing that we need to do is add a section break for the block of fields that you want for every registrant. So we're going to select down here the section break, the type, select the section block. And then under the section block, we need to fill in those details for the title, the label, and the limit. Then press save. And by default, it's going to put it at the bottom of the form. We could have dragged it and dropped it and then made those changes. Now we need to move this to the top where we want this block registration. The next, we need to add another section break where we want those fields to stop. So click on section break and press save. Then move the section break at the end of the block of fields, and to test it, we'll go to the form and notice we have the heading and the values that we entered as part of the registration block. Go and enter the registrations and then click on add an additional guest and so on. But notice that so far, the value for the amount has not changed. So we added 2 registrations and the value is still $100. Now we need to use these formulas from the documentation. So we need to, so it says here, the following formulas may be used. You use the sum and then the export keys. or you count them, and then you use the export key. To determine which export key to use, we need to go back to the form and notice that for each field, this is the export key. For example, for the email, it's going to be sys:\email. Or we could use the first name, sys:\first. So basically it's saying you can use any of these export values. You can count all the first names, or you can base your counting on the last names, and so on. My suggestion is pick one of the fields that you typically require as part of submitting the group registration. So for example, I'll take all the sys emails. I'll just copy that. And then go down to the amount that we specified. So the amount by default, we set it at $100. However, let's say we entered 3 registrations and we want the system to count how many were entered. In that case, we could use the formula from the documentation. So it says count and then the @ in parentheses, the @ sign times the export key. So we'll go back here and use that particular formula, count, parentheses, the @ sign times the export key was sys email, then we close parentheses, and then again we use a times 100. So this part here, we are just saying, okay, go ahead and count all of the email entries and multiply them, and then however many you determine that were entered, multiply it by 100. Then press save. Now if we go to test this, and for simplicity I'm going to use just A1 for attendee1 at gmail.com. Now I add a second record, so notice for 1 it is 100. Now add another guest. And notice it is now 200. Then I add a third one, and it's 300. And then the individual processing those registrations can press submit, enter the payment information, press submit, and is registering all of these individuals. So that's how you can configure a form for group registrations for an event and have the system calculate all the payment amounts and have the user that registers them submit only one payment processing for the whole group. So this can work well for individual registrations or the group registrations. Now you could also different values based on the filtering, and that's typically based on creating different amount fields and then filter the display of that calculated amount by using the filters. So you're saying for this type, and if you have, let's say, a type field required as part of the registration, then you specify that show this amount when that meets a specific criteria. And then for other ones, you change the rate to be, let's say, $50 or $200 and so on. You can also have this configured with coupon codes, and I have another video on how to use coupon codes. I hope you find this helpful.